Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I want to appreciate you so much because of your great support. I want to ask a simple question. Is William Ruto contradicting himself? Because it is so amazing and very unfortunate. A whole president is coming out to contradict his statements. Yesterday, during the governing council of UDA party at Bomas of Kenya, I heard William Ruto saying that their plan to lower the cost of living is that they have prioritized to import yellow maize in the country. I want to ask you, was this the president and his allies who came out the other day saying that they are now harvesting maize, and because they came out supporting farmers towards assisting them have a reduced price of fertilizer, is now going to make Kenyans to have more produce from the farm? If we are truly having more produce from the farm, after William Ruto's claim and his allies that the intention of them lowering the price of fertilizer was to ensure there were going to be more production from the farm, what went wrong? That is the question we are asking, because William Ruto is saying this.
Sehemu ingine tumekubaliana katika budget, tumepitisha ya kwamba tutakuwa tunaagiza yellow maize duty free. Katika nafasi yetu ya kwanza ndio tumeenda pale tukasema njia ya kwanza ya kuhakikisha kwamba tunapunguza gharama ya maisha ni kuenda kutafuta namna ya kumsaidia mkulima azalishe chakula zaidi. Na ndio sababu tumepunguza gharama ya mbolea, tunashughulikia gharama ya mbegu. Sasa hivi tukiongea, mbali na kupunguza gharama ya mbolea kutoka 7,000 mpaka 2,500, saa hizi tunashughulikia gharama ya mbegu zingine, cotton seed, sunflower and others, so that we can begin the journey to reduce the cost of living, because it is the pragmatic way kupunguza gharama ya maisha. Sehemu ingine tumekubaliana katika budget, tumepitisha ya kwamba tutakuwa tunaagiza yellow maize duty free, na tumekubaliana na wizara ya kwamba tunataka kupunguza gharama ya chakula ya mifugo yetu.
After watching the video, you will realize that William Ruto is confusing Kenyans. If you are planning to import duty-free yellow maize into our country, at the same time, you are the same person who said the other day that you came out supporting farmers by fertilizer to ensure that the produce was going to be so high. What happened? Because even during the maandamano, you told Kenyans that some people are just demonstrating on the roads, but them, they are busy farming. But now, if they were farming, at the same time, coming out to tell Kenyans on how they were going to ensure that the price of maize were going to be lowered after the highest production that is going to be noticed from the farmers as we speak now, kwani hizi mahindi zimeenda wapi? Is this the kind of business that government wants to do? Or rather, what is happening? Because I'm so worried if a whole president should come out to tell us that now they're going to import the maize. Then after importing the maize, what about the produce that you bragged, saying that you are going to have more produce? Now, how do we import yellow maize? Yet, government has been boasting of a bumper harvest due to subsidized fertilizer. I want to ask you, what is government really communicating to Kenyans? What are they telling Kenyans? Because I've seen something that is very crucial. We must ask ourselves, Kenyans. We must ask ourselves, What is this that William Ruto is trying to tell Kenyans? You mean that we are not going to have enough maize after you coming out boasting that you're going to have bumper harvest while some other were demonstrating? What happened? I told you here very well. This narrative of William Ruto telling you that he came out reducing the price or subsidizing the fertilizer, this was just narrative. And the percentage that got this subsidized fertilizer, they were not majority. They were in fact minority. And when I look at even those who received this fertilizer, it was eventually not something that William Ruto is saying, because he said that all farmers got this subsidized fertilizer. As you speak now, you just have your analysis. Go and ask those Kenyans who are farmers. A bigger percentage of them will tell you that they never received this subsidized fertilizer. At the same time, William Ruto is saying this. Him with his allies, they are busy telling Kenyans on how they are going to lower the high cost of living by importing yellow maize. Is this the option as they came out using a free donated fertilizer from Russia to portray the picture or the name? In other words, to show it like this fertilizer, it is them who came out buying this fertilizer. But in other words, these fertilizers were donated freely by Russia. In fact, Kenya was among those countries who got this free donated fertilizer from Russia. And it was not for sale. What happened? What happened if really William Ruto is looking forward to achieve lowering the high cost of living? You cannot lower the cost of living by propagandas. Because for me, I've realized that William Ruto is just having propagandas after propagandas to ensure that the agendas of his party is going to be bought all over the country. I think Kenyans must come out to realize that enough is enough. We cannot be lied to again. We are seeing with our two eyes. We are hearing with our 2 ears. And nothing is impossible for us to understand whatever is happening. You cannot come out to lie to Kenyans that sasa maisha imekuwa ngumu, let us import yellow maize from other countries who are farming this maize. Then in the name of lowering cost of living, you are saying that there was a bumper harvest of maize. Maize, hiyo ndio tunaambiwa. So I have realized something that is very crucial. If Kenyans we are not going to understand this man, then I want to tell you, it is us who are going to suffer. It is us who are going to regret, and we are going to pay the price. And by paying the price is that we are continuing to buy the narrative and agendas of this man, William Ruto. And he is not fearing, and he is not having any kind of shame of coming out to lie to Kenyans live. But again, as this is something that he has already put on place, that his ideas and ideology is just to fool Kenyans, this is something that we do understand. That there is something that he realizes that if he is coming with the lies, it is easier for Kenyans to come out to buy these agendas. But now, if this is something that some of you're not paying attention towards this importation, is it that the situation that William Ruto is describing for us, or rather together with his allies, that they were going to have a bumper harvest while still importing a staple like yellow maize raises some eyebrows, but in the name of lowering the high cost of living? I think it is a mixed message that could point to a number of issues for me. Maybe the bumper harvest is not extensive as claimed. Or maybe, let me say, perhaps it has been poorly managed, leading to the need of imports. Another possibility is that the subsidized fertilizer led to a bumper harvest of different crop, not necessarily for maize. And then that is showing us a kind of ultimately the kind of narrative is just trying to erode the public trust and calls for greater transparency. That is whatever we are seeing, because it is really it really speaks to the need for clear, honest communication from the government about agricultural policies and outcomes. And if in any case there's something that is not going to be actualized, that mark my words, we are going to pass a very kind of challenge. What are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much. Bye-bye.